the Josh Zodiac podcast.
That was an excellent show back when we could tell dirty jokes and get away with it on national TV.
Hell yeah.
We were talking about that at work the other day, as a matter of fact. They were talking about how when you're a kid, you think Al Bundy's kind of a dick. And then when you become an adult, you realize, dude, he was a freaking genius. Like,
I still watch some of the old shows because it's on Pluto. And
Yeah.
it's just like you can watch it now and it's just as fucking funny as it was when you first watched it 20 years ago.
I agree.
Like,
Probably
one of my favorite lines from that movie is Peggy comes home and she's like, "Hi, honey, did you miss me?" And then Al's retort, "With every bullet so far." So,
no,
he
that's a good
so
one.
many of them one-liners for her. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think my favorite is when he's talking to a girl at the shoe store and he's like, he makes a comment and she goes, "How dare you say that to my face?" "Well, I say it behind your back when my car's only got a half a tank of gas."
Josh Zodiac, turning loud, breaking limits, breaking crowds through the fire where the warriors roam. This is Apex, this is Battle Home. Josh Zodiac, where legends collide. Feel the power, let it
all right, folks, we're going to try this again. We had some technical difficulties, but I want to welcome you to the greatest podcast you've never heard of. That is the Josh Zodiac podcast, the podcast that has no real agenda and no real script. As far as you, Charles, did you shave your goatee? I just noticed that.
How did you just not notice that?
I didn't. Well, he's kind of. I'm sorry, this is totally off topic, but he's kind of far from the camera, and the microphone is sitting like right here, so I can't see his mouth half the time. So that was totally off topic. Sorry. We'll get to that later. This is the podcast that has no real agenda and no real script.
And no real internet, too.
Yeah, well, this is the podcast that needs a better internet connection because apparently people don't know how to shut the fuck alone. Anyway, after taking a week off last week, Charles is back on the show, the host and the creator of the Charles Richardson Show. Welcome back to the show, sir. Yep, crowd is on cue as always. And of course, back again. Psycho's back again. Tell no one cares. The creator of the.
You know what? I don't have to take this. I'm going home.
Take your red stapler and go the fuck home.
You better give me back my red stapler.
The creator of the Repeat Movie Viewer podcast YouTube channel. He is the Psycho Nerd.
You dick.
Damn, Spicoli still on hold. Gotta love that.
Yeah, but he still brings pizza.
That's true. He does. With cheese and sausage pizza too, if I'm not mistaken.
No kidding.
And again, this is our second time trying to record this episode because we had some technical difficulties. Somebody unplugged the modem. Wasn't me because I was at this desk. And apparently Charles had a great rant about our first topic. I may put it at the end of the show just as a blooper. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. But let's go through this again. Karrion Kross and Scarlett, their contracts have lapsed in WWE. They've been moved to the alumni page, and they will not be allowed to re-sign with WWE. Rumor, and I was going to say this earlier, but we cut out. Rumors are speculating that they offered Karrion a contract, but it didn't include Scarlett coming back, which I think is a great idea because Scarlett did nothing except look pretty on TV. She's like a bustier version of Maxine Dupree. But yeah, and despite the whole fan push that Karrion's been getting lately, he was not re-signed. Again, I'm gonna go to Charles. I want to hear what he has to say because he's always got his finger on the pulse of the public. I want to know what a goatee-less Charles thinks about all of this.
The finger of the public. As I said before, and I'm going to try to paraphrase.
Sure.
Karrion, as The Rock would say, Karrion, you absolutely, positively, without a doubt, 100% suck big donkey dick. He does nothing for the show.
Yeah.
Basically, when went on point is, what was the last time we saw him wrestle besides this last PLE against Sami Zayn? He does not wrestle. When was the last time he won a match? He has no hope whatsoever. He is drier than toast. Charlie Brown could make better toast. He needs to be in some type of faction. But here's the thing. He already was. And all the faction except for him got fired, which I think is the opposite of what I would have done.
Yeah.
And unless there was some major injury that caused this, AOP should have stayed and should have dominated.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, just think of AOP teaming up with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Oof.
Just think of that faction.
That's
And
a lot
maybe
of
have
moves.
Seth Rollins run it. I'm just saying. Think of that faction. But no,
Jeez.
you have AOP, some other old dude that's there, and Karrion Kross. Karrion is like the gravity of hope. He just brings all hope down, crashing down. And the TikTok wasn't about what's like. The TikTok was his career clock. That's all it was, because it is just done. He has no charisma whatsoever.
All right. Psycho, anything you want to add to that?
We talked about this earlier before things went to shit. I don't really agree with what a lot of what he's saying. I don't understand what his role really is in the company. The whole idea that he's been there all that time, but do we know why he hasn't been wrestling? Is there any reason for it? Was he like on some kind of injured list that we didn't know about or some crap? Because I mean, I don't understand why you have somebody and you don't utilize them. And only now at the 0 hour, you finally start to use them on TV. Same thing with Scarlett. We talked about this earlier too. Does she wrestle? Can she wrestle?
No.
Or is she just she's just out there to be a valet and that's it?
A valet. That's all she is.
Okay, well, I mean,
she might have some training, but she's never used it, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, because I have no clue if she does or not.
I have another thought. I guess they knew that his contract was up, and they just want to see, all right, is there anything left in this guy?
Yeah.
They found out nothing, just like we all knew. Nothing.
And they released him prior, like a couple years ago, and then, of course, they brought him back. And then I'm like, it's like breaking up with an ex and then getting back with them again. It's like, oh, yeah, I remember now why we broke up. So, I mean, in reality, and even the matches with him and Sammy just were like, they were lackluster, you know.
And dangerous. Some of the bumps that Sammy was taking is dangerous.
Yeah,
they were ugly. They were so ugly.
They were unsafe. So, I mean, I would have liked to. And this proves a theory that I've always had, that just because the crowd is behind somebody doesn't mean they deserve the push. I mean, Jay, so I'm talking to you.
He is classic AEW material. He can go over there, and they're just dangerous.
Don't love him over there.
Yeah. TikTok.
TikTok. You know, there's no more ticking. Your career is officially over in WWE.
No.
Yeah,
the TikTok would be AEW's career.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's not there anymore, I don't think we're going to miss a beat on it, because we really haven't, again, because he hasn't really been doing anything.
Nope.
So, and we also talked about this briefly, the idea that what is it with bringing back people that used to be there and are, again, not being utilized? I'm looking at Rusev and I'm looking at Aleister Black. He brought him up earlier. I mean, are they really doing anything of value on TV as of late? I mean, they're doing the whole Rusev versus Sheamus thing, but I don't know about y'all, but it's not doing anything for me.
No, it's
not. It's like they're trying to rekindle something because they were a group, a faction way back when, but
yeah,
it ain't doing anything for me personally.
Yeah. Moving on. After the announcement of the ESPN WWE American viewership rights, the whole $30 a month for the ESPN app and all that stuff, TKO announced a UFC deal has been signed and agreed to. It's a 7-year, $7.7 billion. This has got to be in Vegas because all sevens is jackpot, right? exclusive media rights deal with Paramount and Paramount Plus, which means that all UFC events will stream on Paramount Plus, and some will even air on CBS. Paramount Plus has said that they will not charge their viewers any additional fees, and this effectively eliminates the UFC pay-per-view model. Now, that being said, why the fuck does WWE not get the same fucking deal? This is fucking stupid. I mean, oh, Charles, you have your hand up. Please say something. I want to know what you have to say.
Because WWE actually draws people to their live events.
So they're trying to drain as much money out of them as they can.
Yes. First off, number one, why would you, if you were a successful entity, okay, which I'm not saying UFC wasn't, but they were nowhere near in the same tax bracket as WWE. They were homeless compared to WWE. Okay, they were. You bring WWE in, all of a sudden now you have this TKO banner. Oh man, we can go ahead and charge people watching wrestling because they'll follow them anywhere they go. They'll go to a new network for $9.95 a month. They'll go to ESPN Plus for $29. They'll pay $59.99 if we wanted to still do the pay-per-views. UFC, you can't freaking give it away. Honestly, they have all this shit on ESPN anyway, the pre-fights and the select fights and this fight and that fight, whatever the case may be. They're trying to promote the shit out of it. But the problem is, who do you hear, except for maybe a couple of big say like Randy Couture or hell, even Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is more famous, not even a wrestler, you're not even a fighter anymore. But yet you say Brock Lesnar's name and they know him over 95% of the UFC roster. They know him. So UFC is just draining and sucking the life out of WWE as much as they like a vampire. Like a vampire. They're doing that. But they know WWE is going to be just fine because the fans of WWE are dedicated, they're loyal, they're interested in the storyline. There is no storyline there in UFC.
That is true. That is a valid point.
It's
that
just fighting. That's it.
Yeah. And even that, the storyline, and that's a topic for another time, but the storyline from Raw and SmackDown has been kind of lackluster the past couple of months. It's been kind of, do I really have to watch this fucking shit now?
Every once in a while, we get a good match, which every so often we do. We do get good matches. You just have to really pay attention. You have
or
to
a
keep
good
your eyes
promo.
open.
Or we
Or
get
a
a
good
really
promo.
good promo,
Yeah.
like the one Becky had last week, and then of course the one Bayley did this week.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to add to that, Psycho?
I'm still not happy about this whole $30 a month garbage that we have to put up with next year. When does that take effect anyway?
Beginning of next year.
Well,
May of next year? Oh, okay.
No, it is WrestleMania is going to be the first PLE that's on the new one. Although I have heard that there is certain cable subscribers that have ESPN that will get the app or at least be able to get the PLEs without being dinged any extras.
Yeah, YouTube TV is one of them.
Yeah,
No,
but
well, if they are, I haven't heard about that. I'd heard YouTube TV was not one of them.
No,
But if
YouTube
they are,
TV is one of the ones I've heard it repeatedly that's one of the ones that will have it. So
then I'm good. Then I don't care. You guys all pay $30 a month, but I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll have to find other means of watching PLEs once they put that shit into effect because I'm not paying $30 a month.
no,
thank you.
I wouldn't. Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. One of our favorite wrestlers, and I say that with heavy sarcasm, Mercedes Moné, the artist formerly known as Sasha Banks, revealed recently that she turned down a 5-year deal. Dude, quit doing that.
There's something on the screen.
Yeah, your hand.
I look like an ant.
Sasha Banks revealed that she turned down a 5-year deal with WWE before leaving the company. Quote, a lot of people thought I was going to get fired by WWE. I didn't. I just asked for my release. I had a year left on my deal. They were offering me a 5-year deal. And at that point, I just wasn't happy anymore. I had lost my passion for wrestling and I wanted to wrestle again. I asked for my release so that I could go to New Japan, and it was reinvigorating my love for wrestling again, unquote. And that is her on the Marking Out podcast. Now, that being said, Psycho, I'll start with you. And we know, I agree with what Charles is doing there. And the fact that Mercedes Moné, when she calls herself the CEO, which I think is fucking stupid. I've never been a fan of Sasha, by the way. Never been. I always thought she was the weaker of the four horsewomen. But she goes to freaking New Japan. She finds love again in wrestling. Oh my god! And then goes to AEW and wins every gold belt she gets her. She's got 8 now. Like, why?
I didn't even know they had that many freaking titles for her to carry around in the first place. But I mean,
they don't. You have Ring of Honor. You have this one. You have that one. It's all different. It's all different companies. Now.
Oh, you think 8 belts is enough? I mean, honestly, what? I mean, is it? What's the matter? You weren't getting enough title reigns in freaking WWE?
That's what I'm saying. Her and Charlotte traded the belt every other fucking month, it seemed.
Yeah, for a period of time. Yeah, it was constantly back and forth. And she was one of the top females in the company. I don't like it makes me wonder what exactly made you lose your passion. I mean, okay, if you've refound it, good for you. I'm happy for you, but I don't really understand the problem here.
She wanted what she has in AEW, and that is complete creative control over herself, and she just has all the fucking titles, all the belts.
That's just greedy.
Stupid. But of course, AEW is like, oh, come over here, we'll let you do whatever you want. And AEW is where good WWE legends go to die. It's 100% accurate. It's just no. I'm sorry. I don't think, if you had a 5-year deal on the table, and this is a woman who bitched and moaned that we need to have a women's tag division title,
and we have it now.
They not only got it, but they made her and Bayley the first 2 to win said titles. Oh, I just wasn't into it. Fuck off. Charles, you want anything you want to add to that? I'm fucking annoyed now.
What about Sasha, Mercedes, or excuse me, maybe we should just go ahead and be very, very professional. How about Mercedes Justine Fernando?
Damn.
Maybe we should just do that.
You dropped her government name.
Yeah, oh my God. Just Mercedes Justine Kessner Fernando, soon to be Mrs. Mexican Luchador or whatever the fuck his name is. Apparently she's banging somebody now.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Say the Beast Martas, whatever the fuck that is. It's almost like banging the jackhammer. Oh, just pound me, pound me, Beast, pound me.
You sure it's not Vince with a genetic jackhammer?
I was just thinking that. Just thinking it.
First off, you lost the love of wrestling when you were told you're going to drop the titles, because that's when you literally dropped them on the table and walked your sorry ass home.
Yep.
You lost that because you didn't want to go along with creative because it wasn't your idea. Your idea is to basically own every piece of hardware there is, let nobody else succeed, and don't help anybody along the way. Well, guess what? You go right ahead and enjoy the luxury of wrestling every goddamn day until your body aches so much that the Beast won't have anywhere to stick it anymore because it's all swollen.
Damn.
So here's the thing. You want to have all the belts, have all the belts. But the ones that matter the most are the ones that are defended and that are actually go to people of worthiness.
Yep.
AEW has very few people of worthiness. New Japan, probably a lot better, but still, you're not going to compete with WWE that now has opened the doors to TNA, to New Japan, to AAA, all these entities now that were once forbidden under Vince, I like to fuck my secretary McMahon.
Damn.
To go ahead and say, no, it has to be WWE or nada. No, now it's like we're taking in all the best. All the best. Whoever wanted to dream about WWE, trust me, not one fucking other, any of them wanted to say, oh, yes, my dream is to wrestle for AEW.
No.
I'm sorry. That's not the case. Not the case. Maybe New Japan because they've been around for a while.
Yeah.
You know, maybe AAA because they're down in Mexico. They're the shit. But you know what? You want to wrestle worldwide, it ain't AEW. It sure as hell ain't TNA. Even though they're more up and coming than they were back when freaking Hogan and the rest of them tore it down.
Yeah.
But WWE is the place to be, and it will always be the place to be unless there's some real massive undertaking that TKO gives them.
Yeah.
And if you're not down with wrestling with the best and you want to bitch, moan, and complain about the best creative team out there and you think your mind is better, then fuck you. Go to hell. Go away. Go away. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need Moxley. We don't need Jericho. Trust me, all these names that are gone, guess what? Fucking WWE's having a massive, massive success without any of you fucktards.
And not only that, but those guys are all like in their 40s. Like they're out of their prime. They're pulling the Macho Man and the Hulk Hogan of the 90s. They're going to WCW just to get that fucking money. That's all it's about. It's not for the love of the sport.
Mercedes is the young lion over there at 33.
Yeah.
She's 33 years old, still fucking hot.
Oh,
But
yeah.
my God, what an attitude. What a bitch.
Oh, you're forgetting about Toni Storm, though. I think she's a lot younger than Mercedes. But
Maybe.
my whole thing, and I agree, she didn't want to drop the title. And she's like, well, if I don't get to keep it, I'm a fucking walk. Her and Naomi both walked out together. Only difference is Naomi was like, I kind of fucked up. I'm gonna say my apologies and I get to come back.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh.
But Mercedes,
you know the other thing too. Here's the thing: she dropped the belts in the McMahon era.
Yeah.
Triple H took over, pretty much cleaned house, went ahead with the Lysol can, disinfected all the stank out of that office, and there apparently was talks. And you mean to tell me that you get rid of the stank? You get rid, and that you're going to start to have more creative control, not full control, mind you, not full. Let's not be a Joe's bitch. Not full control, but enough creative to the point where your opinions will matter.
Yeah,
and you still decide to go because I have full control over my. Since when the fuck do you know anything about anything? Oh, by the way, that thunderous lack of round of applause in New Japan Pro Wrestling, is that where you really found your love again? When like 3 people cheered for you? Because nobody knew who the fuck you were?
Yeah. True.
Yeah, by the way, Tony is 29.
Okay.
Nice.
I figured she was under 30, but I wasn't sure how old she was.
Well, she plays a senior citizen in all the old times.
Yeah, she really does.
Oh, God. Her promos that I've seen are fucking fire, dude.
There's nobody better on the promo game right now than her. It's fucking fun to watch the clips on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, fuck Juice Robinson. You get to nail that bitch every night. Fuck you.
Segue from one horsewoman to the other. On Raw Monday night, we got it wasn't a live promo, it was a recorded promo of Bayley. Pretty much just, it looked like it was a very depressed, sad, I'm about to pull the trigger type of Bayley, which we've never seen before. It definitely showing, some live imitating art. I do know around WrestleMania, when they took Bayley out of the WrestleMania match for Becky, there was some hints of depression when she was on the Insight podcast with Chris Van Fleet. A lot of fans are very discouraged, kind of worried. I'm thinking it's going to be a heel turn coming because she's been a babyface for quite a while. But Psycho, what do you think? Should we be concerned, or is this just them using real life trauma like they've done before to make a story more compelling to the audience?
I think that's exactly what it is. This is definitely storytelling going on. I still don't understand the whole idea of why she was taken out of WrestleMania outside of the storyline, but maybe they've been planning this the whole entire time up until now.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, the idea of her doing a heel turn wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I've enjoyed her as a babyface, but I think in the last 5 years, she has excelled more as a heel as opposed to a babyface. And
True.
This whole role model thing, it's cool. It's nice. It's nice that she decided not necessarily go back to the whole hugger Bayley, but it's a different side of the coin, if you will. But did you notice at the end of that promo there was a little bit of a laughter that sounded a little familiar? It sounded like the Kabuki Warriors a little bit.
Yeah, there's been speculation on top of that of Asuka also making a heel turn, which would probably bring Damage Control back to the forefront.
Because we've seen a little dissension going on between Asuka and Io Sky this last Monday, so it's possible this is where it's going. It's a possibility, although I don't know why storyline-wise Bayley would bother to go back with them after everything that happened 2 years ago, but that's wrestling for you. 1 minute you hate somebody, the next day you love them again. That's how it works. So
look at Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed. Freaking Bronson Reed put him on the shelf for a couple of months.
No shit.
They're buddies.
Oh yeah, he beat the crap out of me. Hey, come be in my team, brother. Come on. It's all good now.
If I can't beat you, I'll join you.
I respect you. That's why you're in part of my
team. That's exactly what he said. I respect you. That's why you're on my team.
You spanked me like my daddy, and you get to be on my team.
Oh my. Charles, anything you want to add to that Bayley promo thing?
I can't because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
If what you're saying basically is true, I fully expect Damage Control to actually be reborn because we haven't really seen Damage Control really much.
No, we haven't.
Because Dakota Kai is either out or got released, right?
She's been released. She was released, but she was also injury prone.
Okay. So I think it's time for a revision of Damage Control. So from my understanding, is Io also turning with Asuka? No, this is going to be
she's going in the opposite direction right now.
So we probably need another team member to join, probably somebody in the Asian ranks, if you know what I mean.
Or hot take. We see a Rhea Ripley heel turn.
I don't think so, because her and Io are very buddy.
I know, but what better way to do it? What better way to do it? Totally, you don't expect it. It's not. You wouldn't see it coming. It makes perfect sense to me. I don't know why, and I love Rhea. I think she's great. I think she's been in the spotlight a little long. She needs to let some of the younger talent get up there. But I do think that if anybody should make a heel turn, a heel run, it should be Rhea. Rhea's never been a heel. Even when she was in Judgment Day, people loved her. So it's kind of hard not to come on, pull the Cena, but do it better. Yeah. And that's a discussion for another day as well. Moving on. We had the passing of Hulk Hogan not too long ago, and on Raw, we had. Wow.
God damn.
Damn. I do want to put out there that Charles's opinion of that does not reflect those of the John Zodiac podcast. They had the 10 bell salute on Raw. Several members of the roster were not there, including but not everybody here. The New Day, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, and Paul Heyman. I'm sure there were others, but these were the ones that they mentioned in the forefront. Now, I do know that Hogan had a reputation of being kind of a dick, especially there up until his passing. But I'm curious, Charles, do you think that they're justified in their not wanting? I mean, you shouldn't have to pay tribute to somebody that you don't like. If there's someone that I don't like, I'm not going to go to their funeral. It's just a fact. So, but I understand that Hulk Hogan, wrestling would not be where it is without Vince and without Hulk Hogan. I accept that. It doesn't mean I have to like it. Now, and Triple H was cool about, you don't have to be out there. I'm sure Triple H understands that some people you like in the business, some people you hate. So what's your mindset, Charles?
Well, first off, before I go ahead, I would like to do a 10 sound effects salute to Hulk Hogan for myself. So if everybody could go ahead and bow your head.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, dear, we are in trouble.
Wait. Excuse me. Bow your head. Put on your pants. Make sure you in the camera for the following 10 sound salute. Everybody, here we go. And finally,
oh my God, who the hell cares?
God damn it. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Well, I know where Charles stands on this whole situation. I almost called you by your real name. Psycho. This is we're going to a very dark place right now, and I'm trying to crawl my way out. This is a Superman movie, and I'm blowing myself out of the black hole trying to get out, which is out on digital, by the way. Total plug, not getting paid for it, but whatever. Psycho Nerd, anything you want to add to what he said?
I don't know if I can follow that. Whatever the fuck that was. I don't know about that. But
I was paying my respects.
okay.
I was paying my respects to the homophobic, the racist, the lack of talent,
Yep.
the bad parent, bad husband, Hulk Hogan. I mean, he deserves every one of those shotgun shells.
Well, bottom line,
He did call Becky a cunt one time. So did you really expect anything less?
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But no, the bottom line, I agree with what you said. They don't have to honor him if they don't want to, if they have a personal problem with him, or if they just aren't, whatever their issue is towards Hogan. It's like, there's no rule that says you have to pay respects to him. It's like, yes, you can recognize how innovative, how much they changed the industry back then, but doesn't change the fact that deep down, if they don't like him, they don't like him. And that's just the way it is. Can't hold it against them.
Yeah, and I agree with that. If you don't want to pay your respects, then you don't have to pay your respects. It's that fucking simple.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how it was when. Okay, this is probably a horrible comparison, but I'm going to do it anyway. You have Hulk Hogan, where people are like, fuck him, I don't want to be around. I don't want to do that. And then you had the passing of Eddie Guerrero, who supposedly was loved by everybody.
Look what it did to Chris Benoit, dude. He was never the same afterwards.
They did, yeah. And even then they jumped the gun on the Benoit one. They didn't know the story.
Oh no! I understand that. I'm just saying, like it's been well established that after Eddie Guerrero died, that him and Chris were really close, and Chris just never fully recovered.
Yeah.
From what happened. Is Charles frozen over there, or is he just okay?
No, I think he's biting his tongue.
Okay.
No, and no, it's just that there's stuff happening at home that I'm trying to mute myself, and I'm just trying to collect my thoughts.
Oh,
you're good. You're good.
It looked like you were frozen, like the same thing that happened.
Yeah, I think. Did he freeze too? Did his internet go out as well? But yeah, long story short, you shouldn't have to be forced to do anything you don't want to do. And if it doesn't make you comfortable, then okay, fine. The last story, and this is the fun story, and I got this.
This is the fun story, really?
Okay. No, not this one. The one I'm about to do.
No, that's what I mean.
I caught this over the weekend. Damn. When the girl.
Don't do that when I'm drinking my coffee. Come on now. You're gonna make me spit.
And people at work were talking about this. This is how a big deal this is. After 34 years of faithful service to the American people, we have a death coming soon. It is the shutting down of AOL internet dial-up service.
I actually announced this on my show on Monday.
Did you really? I must have missed that.
No, it's okay. You probably didn't listen, which nobody does anyway.
No, I did. I was on for like 20 minutes because Raw was fucking boring, and I was like, "What's Charles talking about?" I jumped on real quick.
Yeah, because
but no, after 34 years, they're shutting down AOL dial-up internet, and I'm like, and my first thought was, dial-up still exists.
I know, right?
thought that was
Exactly.
the way of the dodo bird, you know, but I couldn't help but think way back in the mid-90s. Now I can speak for Psycho on this because we didn't have a computer in the house we grew up in, but the apartment that I lived in, we had a computer and we had internet and excuse me, we had a stack of AOL boot up CDs that we used all the time.
Mhm.
I don't know why fucking throat got scratchy for a second. But yeah, that was such a pivotal part of being a Gen Xer in the 90s is that, you know, dial-up internet was like a huge thing. You could talk to people across the world. It was such a cool, innovative thing that was unheard of at the time. Now it's commonplace. But back in 95, 96, you know, you jumped on AOL Messenger, you know, you'd hear that bloop, you got a little thing from somebody, and you could chat from somebody, pre-catfishing, all that good stuff. And you could even um I think what's her name? Sunny was one of the most downloaded
Mhm.
women on the
Yep.
internet for like a year or two.
Yep, that's true.
Charles, I know you are old enough to remember that. Yeah, I did not have that queued up, and I kicked myself for not doing it.
I'm uploading right now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You're gonna be there a while.
Don't answer the phone; you'll kick me off. Is they gonna have it?
You've got mail.
Yes, there
now
it is. And you know what? The funny part is the guy who did the voice for that, he passed away like a year ago.
Oh,
That's
So
probably why they probably want
it's
to wait for that.
there's
to
no
that-
point having it anymore.
That no compete clause. Then it's like, okay, now
Yeah, like, well, shit, we got to pay his family the estate. Fuck that, we're done.
So I want Psycho to go first on this one because I want to kind of recap what we talked about on Monday.
Okay, well, do you have
Well,
anything?
my wife actually did.
Do you have anything you want to say about that, Psycho? I mean, again, I know we didn't have a computer in the house growing up.
No, we didn't. But I mean, I am just surprised that it still exists. I thought it was a done deal a long time ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was still around. And what's funny is that I'm currently watching Young Sheldon right now. I'm like on the last 2 seasons.
Oh,
And
no.
of course, Sheldon has an old computer during that time. I just saw an episode, not even a couple of days ago, where he was talking about that and he's trying to bring up something. He's waiting on something. And he ends the episode with, I do kind of miss that sound though. So, but no, I never actually experienced all that stuff with the AOL because, again, like you said, I don't remember getting a computer or a laptop or anything until like around the time that YouTube started in the 2000s. And even then, the first time I got on, I was like trying to figure out what to look for. So I never went through that experience like a lot of other people did back then, but I heard plenty about it. So it's,
I mean, we had a computer growing up, but it was a Radio Shack Tandy old school computer that hooked up to the TV. Yeah. And I remember taking that thing apart because I was curious what it looked like on the inside, and Mom chewed my ass. What the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I wanted to see. I just watched Tron, so I wanted to see if how accurate the movie was to this. And I was like, I just watched Tron. I want to see what it looks like on the inside.
Did you
Put
really
it back
sound like
together
Yoda
now.
back then?
What's up?
Did you really sound like Yoda back then?
No, I didn't. No, just some stupid kid.
No, he's just trying to sound like Kermit.
Oh, that's
Anyway, horrible.
very
Yeah. I know.
Charles, go ahead and I know you like you said you brought this up on your show, and I am
yes.
delighted to hear what you had said about that.
Yeah. Oh, listening to that segment probably for a good 10, 15 minutes would bring you joy and laughter. All I got to say is this. I want you to pay attention to my screen real quick. I'm going to show you something that most of you probably know already. This is a phone.
Oh, yeah.
This is a phone, right?
Yeah. I got one too.
How many? No. That's not the point.
That's what this is?
Right. It's a phone. Shocking, right? How many people do you know have a phone that sits in a charger that's connected to a landline that you have to use to make calls? How many people do you know that still have that besides businesses?
None.
None. Exactly. None. So the problem is to have dial-up, you can't use your mobile phone.
No, you can't.
You
Get
have
up.
to have a landline. And it's okay. You don't have to get the rotary phones like were the best things ever. You don't have to get those. That's fine. You can get one that you picked up and talk, but there's a cord there. And of course, if you were a youngster, you had the 100-yard cords.
Yep.
Or if you really had money, you had the cordless phone with the long ass fucking antenna like we
Shut
did.
up. Shut up, you rebel. Shush. Shush. Shut up. But my thing is like, okay, they're shutting down AOL dial-up. My thought is exactly that. Really? They still have that? 134,000 people still used.
Whoa.
AOL
Are you serious?
Yes.
Whoa.
All I can remember is, when was the last time you saw a fucking CD, let alone an AOL CD? CD players no longer exist in any computer or laptop for that matter. So therefore, that's dead. Okay, you need to have an external for that in order to run AOL dial-up. So if you are living in BFE or some other remote location, not even van life, because you need a landline to do this.
Yep.
Okay? Anywhere, 134,000 people. My point is, why wasn't this done like 20 years ago?
Yeah.
20 years ago. You ran your course for too long. DSL took over. You don't need AOL no more. DSL and then finally cable went ahead and just linked everybody up. You even have motherfucking Starlink, which I think is a crock of shit, to be honest with you, because it's like DirecTV. Cloud gets in the way, you're down indefinitely.
Yep.
But it's like, what? You're right. I didn't even know it still existed. I wanted to see how much it would have been. We can't sign up for it no more.
Nope. Oh no!
I know, right? I
can't go on with my life, man.
Because I think it was like $30-$40 to get 786 kilobits per second.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
not even 1 meg.
Yikes.
Just imagine back then how great your life was. You wanted to watch a show like this. You're sitting in the fucking room for 12 hours, buffering, live for 5 seconds, buffering, live for 5 seconds, and that's just a 41-minute show.
If you want to get an idea of how far we've come from dial-up to what we have now, go watch the movie Hackers. Halfway through the movie, they are oohing and awing over Angelina Jolie's laptop that has like 30 megs of memory and 28.8 kilobyte modem. And they're like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Even better. Go watch the movie Sneakers. They actually use the phone to whatever the fuck cradle that was to do their.
That was the original modems, yeah. And there's even an episode of Married with Children when they buy the computer.
Oh, the computer episode.
The computer episode where it talks to Al, and they give the specs, and you're just sitting there going, "Woof."
Yeah, I know. You hear it now, and you're like, "Oh God, we were excited about that."
It's like an iPad at this point, you know.
But where did you think AI came from? It wasn't AI. It's Al, but it's the lowercase L, so it's Al.
Yeah.
Al, what are you doing, Al? Peggy, kids. Oh, what am I worried about? Nobody would smash a
$2,500 computer, and that thing was like obsolete the moment I left the store. So
pretty much,
yeah. I was just baffled that AOL was still a thing. I thought it died with the new millennium. You know what I mean? Because that's, like you said, DSL took over, and that's what we had in San Diego, and I fucking hated it. It was horrible. Ugh.
Better than dial-up.
Well, that's true, but you know,
compared to now, well, I mean, you probably would love dial-up right now compared to the 5 minutes of.
Oh, you can go suck a fucking dick. You know that, dick. You fucking asshole. I think on that note, we will end this episode on Charles poking fun at my internet connection.
Oh, that has nothing to do. That has no comparison to the Pokemon we did while you
You know
were.
what? I expected nothing better for episode 50 for shit to hit the fan, and it did, and that's okay. Because, like I
Right.
said, I might put your little blooper reel rant at the end of the episode just so people can hear what you have to say.
Well, that and you can beef up the episode because I see we've only been talking for about 43 minutes. So,
Well, see, I'm trying to make the episodes less than an hour because ideally you don't want your podcast to be more than an hour. So
Yeah, we already start boring people anyway.
exactly my point. Yeah. So with that being said,
Oh wait, that's just my show. I'm sorry.
well, you go for 2 hours though, and it's a live
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. And I bore people for the first 30 minutes and they tune out.
Psycho, promote your podcast.
Okay, the Psycho Nerd podcast. I just dropped a new episode a few days ago. Feel free to check that out. There will be
Wait,
more.
what you dropped a new episode?
Yeah. Yes.
Wait. I have a comparison. The Psycho Nerd podcast and Karrion Kross perform about the same amount of time every year.
Yeah. Well, I am currently undertaking a big project as far as my next podcast is concerned.
You're taking a shit later?
Well, that's beside the point. Fantastic Fest is a month away. I am super excited. And I'm going back and trying to watch as many of the movies I saw the first year so that I can do a ranking, so I can have everything fresh in my mind. I'm currently working on it. It'll take a little while, but I'll do another podcast before that just so I can keep the flow. But that'll be coming sometime in September.
Okay.
And you can find that on my YouTube channel. You can either type in Cycle Nerd Podcast on YouTube, or you can find me at the Repeat Movie Viewer. So,
and he didn't disclaim that, you know, with the time he has the all the video footage and everything he has won't be out till next January. So if we're gonna go by that notion that it'll be out next year, it won't matter anymore. But you still, you know, give him a listen. You know, got a lot to say.
Yeah, it could be like WWE Unreal, where those videotape release it. It's fine. I mean, it's still gonna be interesting, right?
Damn.
Yeah, damn.
Charles, promote your show, sir.
I just keep digging myself a hole.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's all good. My
y'all suck.
show, yeah.
Y'all suck.
We're back to the best show you have never heard of.
The Josh Zodiac Podcast.
Show.
Yeah, right. We're live every Monday and Wednesday for now, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube. Just search The Charles Richardson Show. We are live, so you can call in, type in, chat with us. And, of course, after the show is over and done with, so are you.
Damn. But when you put it like that, you know. But just make sure.
It's a trap.
You know. Oh, fuck.
There we go again.
I'm down.
Oh, fuck.
You've got mail.
Oh, shit.
So back then, the internet was so small that you wouldn't find shit, or you'd find what you needed like pretty quickly. And again, this is the Josh Zodiac Podcast. I am the Josh Zodiac. All the descriptions, all of the links to their shows will be down in the description, as well as mine as well. Just search up the Josh Zodiac Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and of course iHeartRadio. And the video version will be on YouTube, and also follow us on Facebook and TikTok. Just do the Josh Zodiac Podcast. I'll be doing more interactive stuff on TikTok going forward. And I did not announce this earlier, but I'm going to do it now. This is episode 50. We will be taking a slight break after this episode until the middle of September, because I will be taking a much-needed vacation at the beginning of September, going home to the great state of Texas for a week. And then when I get back and get settled, we'll jump back into episode 51, which means we are not doing a Clash in Paris episode.
Oh,
I will do Charles's live stream, but I do want picks because we're going to keep track of those. So, but yeah, you heard it here first. We will not be doing an episode for a couple of weeks, taking a 3-4 week break, and we'll come back even better. So, for Charles and the Psycho Nerd, I am DJ Zodiac. This is DJ Zodiac Podcast. And until we see you again, remember, in a world of Superman, be the Green Lantern. See ya. Fucking God.
It's the Josh Zodiac Podcast.
That is where you've always been wrong about me, Lex. I'm as human as anyone. I love, I get scared, I wake up every morning and despite not knowing what to do, I put one foot in front of the other and I try to make the best choices I can. I screw up all the time. But that is being human. And that's my greatest strength. And someday, I hope, for the sake of the world, you understand that it's yours too.